Sustainability has been described as something that started off a nice thing to do and now has turned into a must do, according to Steve Howard. Sustainability has been defined as a development, in its essence, a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. I tend to agree with this general concept described in this statement, although I feel like there is more to the concept than just the general assumption, which is that sustainability is just about the environment and recycling. Education at public school level would create awareness about sustainability and enable people to think more critically about this concept, and not just thinking about one of the main pillars of sustainability. This leads me to look at the three-legged stool model of sustainability. The model works like a stool in that the three legs represent three pillars of sustainability: social, environmental, and economic. If these aspects are not equally applied then the stool falls over. Having an equal balance of these concepts is an extremely high goal to achieve, and if we applied this model to most people's lives, there would at least be one aspect lacking. To look at this in perspective, this model can be something to aim for, but not something that should be lived by 100%. This is an incredibly important concept for a counsellor to be able to incorporate into our practice. In our line of work, we do not have physical tools like hammers and nails like builders. We only have ourselves and the knowledge we have learnt. Without sustaining ourselves, we cannot access this knowledge and be able to do the work and provide clients with the tools to become more sustainable themselves. Considering the concepts of this model can help the client and counsellor alike to understand what is going on for the client. Understanding the environment, economic status, and the social situation of the client can give a much better insight to the counsellor and help them to create a positive place for change. Of course, this model has its limitations within the counselling role and cannot be the core of your practice, but it's a helpful tool to keep at the ready in your counselling toolbox. My role as a counsellor requires me to provide a service for other people, and have the ability to do this, I need to be operating at optimum level, and this is my responsibility to maintain myself and be able to work in this way. It has been said that sustainability starts with a sustainable self, and I see this as an important part of being a sustainable practitioner, to be able to provide such tools as self-care, grounding for clients who are suffering from anxiety. I think that I need to be able to play my part in the relationship and be able to practice what I preach and lead by example. If a client were to see me run down and not being able to walk alongside them through the therapeutic process, then I would not be providing a good model of the sustainable practitioner for the client to model within their own lives. To maintain a safe way of working with people, I practice self-care. I also model my self-care plan on the three-legged stool model of sustainability. I look at each aspect of the model and evaluate how good of a job I'm doing at maintaining that aspect of my life, and look at things I can improve on. Developing this plan took some time, and I have seen the difference it can make to my own life, which is why I feel strongly about incorporating it into my counselling practice. For example, I have a budget spreadsheet that I use to keep track of my money and what I need to pay. Seeing this in front of me helps me feel more confident and in control of my finances, and takes some pressure off living on a student budget. Taking care of my immediate environment is something that I've learnt to do in the past couple of years. I found that for my particular health concerns, it's more important for me to be in a warm, dry, healthy environment to maintain my physical health. If this is compromised, then it impacts on all other aspects of my life. I cannot function as a practitioner if I'm not feeling physically at my best. Socially, I try to surround myself with positive and helpful people. I have learnt that the people I surround myself with can have a massive impact on how I view the world and how I see obstacles in life. I guess the end learnings of this paper is that I've learnt that sustainability is something that's important to incorporate into my practice as a counsellor. It's also taught me some valuable skills I can apply to my own life to help maintain a perfect personal and professional well-balanced life.